And Krishna gives you an insight into his own values of life. When you say Krishna, you're not talking about a person, you're talking about an entity, or you're talking about a dimension beyond all entities. So in a way, he is giving you an insight into the mind of the creation. So, after Yudhishthira was coronated, Krishna went back to Dwaraka. Dwaraka was very prosperous and he saw too much affluence and he tried to tell them, if you want to postpone the disaster of the Yadavas. He did not say avoid, he said if you want to postpone, it is best that we put a cap on this affluence. But Yadavas are on a splurge. Now they have learnt how to become wealthy. They're getting wealthier and wealthier, drunker and drunker, loser and loser in their life. More intoxicated, inebriated all the time, so naturally their society became a loose process. And Krishna was napping in the afternoon and he had a dream. In his dream, he saw men and women coming in endless processions, talking of Dharma, waiting to know what it was, himself unable to give a satisfying answer. Processions of people coming and coming towards him and going on asking questions about what is Dharma, what is this Dharma, that Dharma. And then he found his own answers are not truly fulfilling, something is lacking in this. He looked back, the Dharma they tried to implement and the effect of it, the pain and suffering the Pandavas went through, Panchali's struggles, the Kurukshetra war, the brutality, the things that he had to do to win the war, the things that he had to do to secure the kingdom for Yudhishthira, he looked back on all the various results that his own effort to implement Dharma brought about, and he shivered a bit when he looked back at his own life. Though everything was done with the best of intention, with the greatest power, assistance, still all that happened to so many people because Krishna did not just go through situations. Whether it is Kauravas or Pandavas or just anybody, anything that happened to anybody, he made sure a bit of it happened to him because he did not want to miss any experience. This is something, this is very important, what we're going to go through. This is something that every human being should know. When you cause a situation, whatever kind, it may be of just 2 people, it may be of 5 people, it may be 500 people, 5 million people, whatever kind of situation you are capable of causing. When you cause a situation, it is very important that you let yourself experience what is happening to everybody who is part of this situation. This is something that I am constantly trying to inculcate into our teachers. They have done well, but still not as good as I want them to do. They have done well on the outside, they have done wonderfully well. You can see they've done well, isn't it? The volunteers and the teachers, but still not everybody, they think doing the work becomes more important than allowing the situation to be a part of yourself. Going through everything that everybody is going through right now is important, otherwise whatever your dharma may be, it will become a barren dharma, it will not be a live dharma. You are constantly allowing this to happen to you. So the pain of Panchali, the defeat of the Kauravas, the pain of death, the widows, the orphans, all these pains, in small proportions, Krishna stored it in his heart, and now in this dream, he allowed it to all find expression and his body shuddered because of the intensity of the experience. And he mildly opened his eyes and he saw Satyabhama's face, a calm face, fast asleep. And he again closed his eyes. And he heard himself asking these men and women, "Do you know Dharma?" Because this whole experience of his life, he went through it within himself, he had accumulated it, now he found time. This nap is a metaphoric nap. Only people who have time on their hands can nap, you know. We are not those fortunate ones. Nap, if we sleep in the night, it's a great thing. Nap is out of question. So, people who have the time to nap, so for the first time in his life, he's having time to nap. After an intense life, he's aged now and he's napping and he opens his eyes partially and looks at Satyabhama, she's fast asleep. He smiles because Satyabhama has been napping all her life. Beauty sleep, you know. He is napping only now. All his life he's lived a hard, intense life, wanting to make something happen all the time. So he smiled and again closed his eyes and continued the dream. And he's asking the people, "Do you know what is Dharma?" I want you to get this. This is very important because probably most of you have always known Krishna stood there, yada yada dharmasyu. That's not the man. This is a man, do you understand? Man of all men, he is. So he asked, "Do you know what is Dharma?" "Yes," said one, "I know it." He's a profit-mad skinflint and he said, "My dharma is, wherever I go, I must make profit. My dharma is that I must take the maximum I can take from every given situation. That's my dharma." Then Krishna said, "Your dharma is the child of greed. I know you not." And Krishna said, "But I will let you pass." The second man came. Krishna asked, "Do you know what is Dharma?" The second man said, "I am pious. I have shrunk from the ways of sin, never murdered, never stolen, never whored. My way is the only righteous way." Krishna said, "Your dharma is the child of fear. I know you not, but I shall let you pass." The third one came, a daredevil. He said, "I know my dharma. I have destroyed my enemies, for whoever opposes me is the seed of sin. I perform sacrifices, give in charity, and thereby proclaim my victory to the world. I feed the brahmanas, and my praises are sung by them. Your dharma is the child of vanity. I know you not," said Krishna, "but I shall let you pass." Then there came before him one who was meek and resigned. "I know dharma. No one else does," he said. "It is humility, unresisting. I suffer wrongs cheerfully. I bear hunger, thirst, cold, and even misfortune. That is the privilege of the meek spirit. This is the glory of Dharma," he declared. Krishna said, your dharma is the child of a slave mind. Your dharma is the child of a slave mind, which does not know the divinity within him. I know you not, but I shall let you pass. Then came another, sly as a fox, and said, I know my dharma. I stand away from risky action and the dens of lions, walk the path of safety, which comes of peace and fearing the wrath of gods. Krishna said, your dharma is the child of cowardice. I know you not, but I shall let you pass. Then there came one who said, I know my dharma. It is to peddle the favor of the gods to those who open their money bags to me. I offer the hope of salvation to those who have none. Drunk with it, they dance in joy. Krishna said, your dharma is the child of a fraud. I know you not, but I shall let you pass. Still another came, who said, with an air of superiority, I know my dharma. It is to escape the snares of life, to repress the longings of the flesh. I scorn human weakness in myself and in others, and revel in stern detachment. I avoid contacts with men and live apart and superior to them. Your dharma is the child of arrogance. I know you not, said Krishna, but I shall let you pass. And yet another came, satisfied with himself. I know dharma. My dharma, I lend money to the gods by giving alms to the poor. I enter what I give in a ledger, which Chandragupta, the divine accountant, will open when I appear at my death before the throne of Dharma. I will then present my bill and collect my dues with compound interest and live in comfort thereafter. Krishna said, your dharma is the child of commerce. I know you not, but I shall let you pass. Yet another came. His manner was unctuous and he said, I know my dharma. I do not care what I do. I murder, steal, avenge. I chant the glories of the great God and turn my sin into song. I know He will forgive me. However wicked I am, God is merciful. Your dharma is the child of deceit. I know you not, but I shall let you pass. Then came another, with the mane of wisdom and words of a saint. My dharma is not to resist evil. I shall suffer in silence and shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. Let the wicked seek their foul destiny. They are no concern of mine. My martyrdom will win me glory. Your dharma is the child of inaction. I know you not, but I shall let you pass. Then another came, with his body fragrant like the lemon leaves, still smirking lips and well-oiled hair. All dharma is illusion. I eat, drink and enjoy myself as I like. My body is my only shrine. The pleasures of the flesh are my rituals of worship. Beyond them, there is nothing. After me, there is nothing. Krishna said, you are the child of a demon. I shall never forgive you and I will not let you pass. This whole thing is the whole world, different types of people believing they are doing the right thing. So here, Krishna is not talking as a living man. He's made his humanity sleep and his divinity speaks in his sleep. That is the metaphor of the nap. He is napping. That means the man is napping. The ultimate speaks and he says, all these people, no good, but they will somehow pass. All dharma is illusion. I eat, drink and enjoy myself as I like. My body is my only shrine. The pleasures of the flesh are my rituals of worship. Beyond them there is nothing. After me there is nothing. So Krishna says, you are the child of a demon. I shall never forgive you and you shall not pass.